Hey everybody, it's me, Shaw360. I was definitely out of stuff with that one, but how are you doing? Happy day before New Year's Eve. Hope you had a good Christmas. I hope your family was well. I hope you stayed warm if you lived in the United States because we had a big cold front that came through last week and it was really, really cold. Where I live, it got below 0 degrees Fahrenheit, which is pretty cold for America. I don't know how to translate that into Celsius, y'all. I'm an American person, so I was raised in a system that didn't teach us good math like that or how to do conversions. So, all I can say is it was cold as balls, and because it was so fucking cold, I wasn't gonna sit in my car and do any videos because it was just freezing, literally freezing. So instead, I'm here, and I still owe you guys one more video. I owe you the Minho video. I was gonna try to wait until I could get one more version of his album. However, I don't think it's gonna be coming anytime soon, so I'll probably do that video tomorrow. But today is the day that we need to talk about Red Velvet because you guys have been waiting a really long time. So let's get into it. This is the second Red Velvet release of 2022. The first release was the Feel My Rhythm release, and this release is Birthday. And I had to order these albums in two batches. So a hearty fuck you to SM for that, because shipping is expensive as a motherfucker. And if I can get everything all at once, that's how I want to do that shit. I don't want to split it up into two different shipments and have to pay a base of no less than $22 plus whatever else gets added on to it. Anyway, so the first batch of albums to come out of this release was this cursed and blessed thing right here and this thing right here. Now, this is the front of it, this is the back. And these were on pre-order before we even knew that we were going to be getting this little thing right here, and before we knew we were going to be getting this thing right here. And guess what, y'all? This fucking thing was out of stock 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks before it was even released. Like within, I want to say 2 days of the pre-orders for this coming out, this shit was gone. Like gone, gone, gone. But your girl didn't pre-order. Your girl bought all of her stuff from Catch Up CD. So I hit the little notify me when available button, and as soon as it was available, your girl ordered two copies, one for me and one for y'all. This is the part where I know whether or not people are actually watching my videos. I'm gonna have a giveaway. I'm gonna wait till it hits the 5 minute mark, but yeah, I'm gonna do a giveaway then. So let's just keep going. Anyway, I was already kind of half soured about this comeback because of the pre-order sellout. So I was kind of like, I don't know, man. Things feel shifty. I feel like SM's pulling a hat trick or something. But then the album came out, and even though I think that Birthday is a horrible single, I don't think that it should have been the title track at all. I was glad that we did get a little bit more of the Velvet side of Red Velvet on this release. Like, I'm looking at the track list right now, and Bye Bye, of course, great song. Nice that it has a little TikTok moment. I'm not as fond of On a Ride. It's not my preference. I thought Zoom was okay, and I liked Celebrate. I like Celebrate as like the more romantic and like candlelit side of a birthday, as opposed to Birthday itself being like the more raucous party side of somebody's birthday. So if this was somebody's birthday, then one birthday is the birthday where you have a huge house party. One birthday is the birthday where maybe you and whoever you're with are about to get freaky. One birthday is you and your friends going to an amusement park during the day. One birthday is the birthday where it's somebody you really want to see, but y'all aren't with each other, so you decide to get online and do a little Skype Zoom session. And then the last birthday is, the romantic sitting down and really telling somebody that you love them birthday. And so that was kind of nice. But I do still have a bone to pick with SM. Outside of just like all these different album versions and what a shit show this is going to be for trying to put on somebody's shelf, um, I feel like you cheated me out of a genuine Velvet comeback. I get that if you compare the two, if you compare Feel My Rhythm, the Reva Festival to the Birthday Reva Festival, definitely Birthday is the more Velvet of the two in terms of B-sides. But Birthday is not a Velvet song. and no one can argue me different. Birthday is not a Velvet song. Birthday was basically like a rehash of every other fun, quirky song that Red Velvet has ever done. I mean, at even one point, there's little points in the song where you get the titles of other Red Velvet songs in the song. Yeah, that song is not a Velvet song. And if you're going to give me a Velvet album, I want a Velvet single. And I think I deserve it. I think it's more than fair. Also, I'm tired of Rebel festivals. What sense does it make to tell somebody this is Rebel Festival 2022 when Feel My Rhythm was Rebel Festival 2022? Are we doing 2022 season 1, season 2? If so, you need to say that. But I'm really tired of Red Velvet albums being called Reva festivals. Can we please just give them real names? Let's just do that. And also give us a real Velvet single. We deserve it. It's about time. Pay the underdogs whatever the fuck they want. Sacrifice whatever child you need to do. Give us a Velvet single. I'm tired of this bullshit. Ugh. Anyway, so this version of the album, I think, is probably the one I recommend to somebody who legitimately just needs a copy of the CD to put in their car. Like, if you don't care about photo books or anything else of the sort, this is the one I would get if you just need a copy of the CD to put in your car, because it's small, it's cost effective, it's going to cost you less in shipping, it got exactly what you need, and you still get like a poster and a photo card. So you don't lose anything by getting this. Like, when you open this up, it already comes with a little mini poster. I'm going to show you what mini poster I got. Yay! Also, the yellow version is Selby's version, so I don't think that you should be surprised that all my shit is yellow. And then in here, let's see, did I put the photo card back in here, or I think I put it somewhere else. Yeah, it's right here. This is the photo card that I got. It's really nice that I got the Selby photo card to go with the Selby version, because I didn't in one of the other items that I received, and it's not always guaranteed that I'm going to get Selgi's card whenever I get Selgi's version, so it's really nice that it popped up this time around. And then on this side, you have your CD, and I think that this is perfect. I don't think that you need anything more if you're just a fan of the music and you need a hard copy because you need a hard copy for listening purposes. Now, if you are somebody who wants to support the album, but you like doing everything digital and you're extremely eco-conscious and you have a car that doesn't have a CD player like mine, then this is the version I recommend you getting. This is the smart card version, or no, it's the NFC is what is inside of here. They call it the Shmini, but yeah, as a smart card makes sense because the app you have to play it on is called Smart Card Music. You open it up. Inside of here, you get this little like miniature hit clips looking thing. I think it's cute that they make it look like a CD, like an old school CD, even though it's absolutely not. Inside of there, you have this little piece of cardboard. This is literally the most important thing in here. This little piece of cardboard. You take this, and if you have a cell phone, let's see, do I have anything? Yes. So imagine this is a cell phone. This is just an empty cell phone case. Imagine this is a cell phone. You take your little chip right here, silver side next to the phone, press it in the corner. It'll automatically generate the ability to open the app. So when you put this on there, it'll immediately pull up the app store, give you directions to uploading the app. As soon as the app is open, you once again, after you create an account, you put this back to your phone and it'll trigger like a registration key, and that will allow you to upload all the songs, the music video, and all of the pictures from the photo book. That's what this thing does. So I think that if SM's really trying to move into like more eco-friendly territory, then that absolutely is the version I would get. And then inside of here, since everybody is still collecting photo cards, even if they're trying to be eco-friendly, you still get a photo card. I'm upset that I did not get Queen Selgi's photo card in this version, because I feel like I deserved her photo card in this version, to be quite honest with you. I mean, after all, I specifically got her version, but I'm not pissed. I'm not pissed. Irene is always a good time, and she's super tradable. Also, I feel like if we're going to do this version, you should give us 2 photo cards in this version. I think that that's fair. I think you'd get more people to buy it if they knew that if you get this version, you get 2 photo cards. But that's just me telling SM how to market since they don't seem to fucking know how to do it themselves. If you are an old school K-pop collector, I think you'd be obsessed with this because this is a style of packaging that people just really don't do anymore. I think Red Velvet is the only people I know who still do these like clear boxes around their shit. Probably the most notable examples of these clear boxes is the clear boxes on G Dragon's Heartbreaker, the one with the face. I think that Red Velvet has done these clear boxes for some of the solos as well. So these clear boxes, if you're looking for something that fits in with the theme of different things that Red Velvet has done, I think you're going to be obsessed to have this. It's going to look really good on your shelf with your other albums. Inside of this clear box, which is actually not that hard to open, usually these clear boxes are a pain in the ass to open, is this right here. This is the Red Velvet cake. This is Sulgi's cake. It's yellow. Inside of there, you have this thing. This is a little foam disc. Inside this foam disc is a little divot. You can see it right in the middle. And you're supposed to take your candle and stand it up inside the middle of this. I, of course, didn't punch mine out because I'm more of a completist when it comes to these things. I always think, what if I have to sell all my shit one day? So I like not to have things ruined before somebody else can have them. And then this is the photo card I got. This is a fucking adorable photo card. I'm so glad I got her photo card in her version. And then, besides that, you get all these circular cards. They're cool. I don't mind them. I think if you were somebody who didn't mind like tarnishing your shit, I could see somebody punching a little hole and hanging these up in their apartment, or somebody putting like a thumbtack through here and hanging them up on a corkboard wall or something. It's cute. And then finally, this is the CD that you get. If you'll notice, the CD is different than the CD in the Digipack. It looks more like, it actually looks kind of like the CD smart card that's in the Sminny version. So yeah, that's what you get if you get this right here. And I said at 5 minutes I was going to do the giveaway, but I was talking at 5 minutes. So let's do the giveaway now. All right, so from now until January the 5th, if you live in the United States, then you can enter my giveaway. You have to live in the United States. I'm sorry, I can't afford international shipping, not in this economy. What you need to do is you need to leave me a comment. And the comment you need to leave is you need to tell me what is your favorite Red Velvet concept and why. Don't just put favorite is this. Put your favorite and why, and then put your least favorite and why. So this is going to require you to leave a little bit longer comment than you normally would. But if I pick you, then I'm going to go to your bio on your YouTube name. So I'm going to go on YouTube, pick my winner. I'm going to click on their icon. It's going to take me to your YouTube channel. In the About You, you need to have an email address there that I can send an email to so I can get your address and I can send the CD to you. But I have an extra of the Irene version of this album that I will be sending to one of my subscribers. The giveaway ends at midnight on January the 5th, Mountain Standard Time, USA. There you go. Good job. Good job. All right, back to the album. This is my least favorite version. I hate this version for so many reasons. I did not like the fact that I had to be like really careful trying to get the sticker back on this album because it's always a pain in the fucking ass. I hate this kind of binding on albums. I've never liked it. I don't know why people keep doing it. And it comes with a lot of stuff in it that if you have this on your shelf would fall out if you don't put it in like a separate holder. So you get the photo card. As you can see, I got Wendy. This is actually a really nice Wendy photo card. It comes with this sticker sheet, which I cannot see anybody ever actually using this because why? Why? And then you come with this Polaroid. I believe that this is Joy. I'm pretty sure this is Joy. And then you get the SM advertisement. Yeah, but all this stuff is just like loose in here. I feel like if you're gonna do it like this, that when you get past the first page, like if you're gonna do loose items, get past the first page right here. On the other side of that, there should have been a pocket where you could put all of the stuff in the pocket. That way, if it's sitting on your shelf, you can keep all your shit together. I don't know why we wouldn't take that extra step. go ahead and do that. You can make this thing half as thick if you did that. But yeah, it's full of pictures, and the pictures are of them in the house, in the kitchen and dining room only, honestly. Like, I don't even think they're in the living room or the bathroom. Just in the kitchen and the dining room, playing with food, doing gross stuff, looking in somebody's mouth. The video. I didn't really talk about the video birthday because I thought the video was stupid. There was nothing earth shattering. There was nothing new. There was nothing amazing about the video. It was standard SM fare, which I'm really upset at because based on the photographs from the photo book, I would have liked something else completely. I would have liked whatever the fuck this concept was. This is what I wanted for birthday. That's not what we got. This is the bitch I wanted to see hanging out at the party for the birthday. But yeah, it's just more of SM shenanigans because SM doesn't give a fuck. Also, look, SM has a pocket for the CD. Why couldn't we do the front page as a pocket for the shit that falls out? Again, SM, come on now. So yeah, that's how I feel about Red Velvet. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is one of Red Velvet's best-selling albums. Do I believe that it's one of Red Velvet's best-selling albums because the quality of the music is so good and people like these songs so much? Absolutely not. I think that Red Velvet over the years has established a lot of goodwill within the fandom. There's a lot of people within the fandom that have loved early Red Velvet, have loved special songs from Red Velvet, have really identified with certain members of the group, and that's why they continue to support, because I know that's why I continue to support. But I have to say, 2022's Red Velvet output, both Solgi's solo and group efforts, have been lackluster at best. They have been middling to mediocre. I don't feel like SM gives any of like first choice music to Red Velvet anymore. Hi, Ivy. I feel like they are being treated as if they are girls' generation or something. Like they're given like legacy look stuff. They're treated like XL. Like seriously, I get that aespa are the new girls and you want to give the new girls the best position. You want to build them up so that they can have a long lasting career. But people who've been hanging in there with Red Velvet, people who have really become attached to Red Velvet, people who have spent a lot of money on Red Velvet, they deserve more than what they're getting with this. They really and truly deserve more than what they're getting with this. I don't think that this is a good release. I don't think Red Velvet has had a good release in quite a while. I don't think that they take enough care in Red Velvet's title tracks anymore. I just really think overall SM is dropping the ball on everything regarding Red Velvet, and it makes me really sad, and it makes me kind of not want to support because it just feels like it's just a constant money grab. There's no reason why this album should have 17 versions, because that's what it is. There are 5 birthday cakes. There are 5 schminis. There are 5 digipacks, and then there are 2 of these spiral bound things. That is disgusting. That makes no sense. I don't understand why you would have 17 versions of an album, but you couldn't spend 17 seconds trying to give us a decent track list. It's just, it pisses me off. But however it goes, I still want to see more from Red Velvet. I'm still hoping that somebody will shake some sense into Solgi and that her second solo will be better and it will be more creative and it will be more entertaining. I really and truly hope that one day people will be able to look at a Red Velvet album front to back and be like, this is my favorite. I can't remember the last time I listened to a Red Velvet album front to back and thought, wow, a lot of care was placed into this. And I know that a comment was just left by, oh, let's see here. A comment was just left by Evie saying that they really actually like the B-sides on the Feel My Rhythm album. I did like Bambaleo and I did like Beg For Me. I can't even remember what the other B-sides sound like. Like my memory is shot. I do not remember what the other B-sides sound like. And it's crazy because Red Velvet is one of the only groups I consistently bought for the entirety of 2022. Like I bought everything Red Velvet put out in 2022. And that's more than I can say for some of my favorites. I haven't even bought Onu's Japanese release yet, but I bought everything that Red Velvet released. And I have to say, this is super disappointing. I even bought Red Velvet's Japanese stuff this year. That is disappointing. But anyway, enough Red Velvet talk because I don't want to go too hard on them because I still don't think it's the girl's fault. And in terms of like actually putting in the vocal performances, I think that Wendy sang her ass off on this album. But yeah, let's move on to what everybody truly and really wants to talk about. let's talk about the fall of the House of YG. I shouldn't smile because it's sad, but also like fuck YG all day long till the break of dawn. Like, so this week has been really bad if you're a YG company fan. Now, if you like YG acts but you really don't like the company, then this week was probably really great for you. But if you are a fan of YG as a company, if you believe in the whole YG family bullshit, this was a bad week for you. And I say that as a full-on SM stan. So earlier in the year, Top decided that he was not going to re-sign with YG, which why should he? What has YG done to help Top in the last 4 or 5 years? But then this last week, it was Taeyang, Daesung, and G Dragon that needed to renew their contracts. Taeyang decided to rejoin under the Black label, which is Teddy's imprint on YG. So anybody saying that Taeyang left YG, that's stupid. He just decided to sign under Black label. Get it through your thick skull. Daesung, on the other hand, decided he wasn't re-signing with YG, and I don't fucking blame him. Out of every member of Big Bang who like deserves to throw hands at Papa YG, it is absolutely Daesung who should be doing it. Daesung was never given the opportunity to be solo in Korea. Daesung, when the motorcyclist accident happened, got no protection, help, PR, anything from YG to help him through that situation. They basically told him, fend for yourself in Japan. YG never really gave that career any kind of bones. And then after everybody came back for the military and Daesung got in trouble behind his building being a hoe house, YG had nothing to say or help to do for him for that. So why would he stay with YG? What could YG ever do for him? The only thing YG could ever do for him is promote Big Bang. And therefore, he had no reason to re-sign with YG. I totally get where the fuck he's coming from. G Dragon, on the other hand, we still don't know what he's going to do. If I hear about him signing with the Black label, then it's just going to confirm something that Asian Junkie tweeted out on her Twitter. I'm guessing she's a her. It might not be. But it was funny because Asian Junkie was saying that she thinks, I'm saying she just because in my mind Asian Junkie's a she, that she thinks that what's happening is that YG is rebranding as the Black label. That instead of it being like YG, oh, they're losing all these acts, YG's doing bad, everyone's running to the Black label, that really the name YG is already tainted for like publicity and marketing purposes. So everyone is moving to the Black label in order for YG to still have a hold on these artists, but it not necessarily being YG, since YG is kind of the villain in these situations. So I could see that. But that's where we are with Big Bang in terms of all of their affiliations with YG, the prime label so far. Then all of iKON left YG. Every single one of the motherfuckers left, which I tweeted out not to be cold, but honestly, iKON kind of ended when BI left. And I guess YG felt the same way. And if you look at the promotions, if you look at everything that iKON has released since BI's departure from iKON, you can't tell me I'm lying. You can't tell me that I'm misguided. I'm not saying that the music that iKON has put out has been bad music. What I'm saying is YG didn't promote it well, YG didn't give a fuck what they released, and YG really could give a fuck about iKON. And it's crazy to me because I remember when iKON lost the very first reality competition show and winner won. And everybody's like, oh, that's crazy because you could tell that YG really wanted iKON to win because they wanted iKON to be the new Big Bang. And it's funny to me that that dream of making iKON be the Big Bang never came to fruition. Not even close. Winner totally wiped the floor with iKON in terms of sales, fans, everything else. Like they did everything they could. They gave all the window dressing they could to iKON. They really wanted to make iKON work, but at the end of the day, the public said, "I think's not. I want winner." And here's where we are now with iKON gone. And to be honest, I don't know what the fuck's going to happen for them. And it's not, again, it's not because I have any hate for iKON, because I don't. I really don't know the members of iKON enough to hate them. It's just more of the fact that, like, they haven't had a great track record with sales, with promotions, with, fandom growing, that I can't see anybody else putting more money behind them. Like, that feels like that's a losing game. So what are they going to do? I really don't know. I mean, the ones who can act, you better get your fucking act on. You better act your ass off. For the ones of you who can sing and ghostwrite, you need to go ahead and start singing background. You need to start vocal coaching. You need to start helping other groups finesse shit. Do what you can there. Bobby, go home. Be with your wife. But yeah, I just don't see it for Icon. And I'm not surprised that YG doesn't see it for them either. Now, there is a rumor going on that Blackpink might be moving to the Black label, which would make sense because Somi's there, Teddy's there, and Teddy is fucking everything when it comes to Blackpink, even though his songs are like the least good songs on their latest release. Just my personal opinion. I feel like he had the worst songs on the last Blackpink release. But yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if they all go under the Black label. That wouldn't shock me, surprise me at all. What's crazy to me though is that this means that they have managed to move through a 7-year contract with YG, or most of a 7-year contract with YG. And they have what, 4 releases to their name in Korea? That is preposterous. It makes no sense that these girls have had so few releases under their name as a group. It is amazing how much of their talent has been squandered because YG is a fucking narcissist. I just, honestly, I know in my heart of hearts that the only way this situation can be salvaged is if Papa YG is found guilty of the tax evasion charges and then the label's bought by Hybe. Then maybe YG could become something else, like the label. But yeah, if Blackpink gets rolled over to the Black label, then I think this whole protecting assets through the Black label thing is absolutely going to be a true thing instead of just an internet rumor. And I absolutely believe that YG as a prime label, out the door. And it's also like really interesting as an SM fan that so many of the big acts that have gone through both second and third generation for YG have just like had such miserable whimpering ends to them, when for so long people acted like SM was Walmart and YG was Target. That's an American euphemism. For those of you who are from other countries, they acted like SM was H&M and YG was Balenciaga, which meant that no matter what the fuck YG put out, people are like, it's high fashion. It doesn't matter if it's the heels that look like socks or if it is the DHL uniform, but for $500. Didn't matter. As long as it said Balenciaga, it was quality, it was premium, it was couture. Well, now Balenciaga's in trouble behind some really unethical advertising. Again, parallels to YG. Whereas H&M still always has your sister when it comes to a plain t-shirt. So yeah, I am sad to see so much kind of like destruction and dissolving going on at YG, but on the other hand, justice for 2NE1. Justice for fucking YG's wife and her little side group. Justice for all of the people who trusted YG to protect them. Park Bom, who to the end of time refuses to say a super bad thing about YG. She might hem and haw, maybe sometimes say somebody was mean, but when it comes to like telling the truth about how she was scapegoated, still to this day, she will not let a mean thing come out of her mouth about them because she really believed in that YG family shit. She really did. But he never looked at it as a family. He looked at it as a kingdom, and that kingdom is crumbling. I saw that someone wanted me to talk about Hui from Pentagon being on Boys Planet. I just have this to say. I did not know that there was a group on Cube called Lightsome. Like, real talk. I was on Twitter looking up more information about this whole Boys Planet 99 thing, and I looked up the term cube under K-pop to like see what people are saying, and somebody put something about Lightsome, and I'm like, who the fuck is that? I didn't realize that they had a whole group. Like, Cube is that far off the radar for me. And honestly, I hate that Hui is having to go on a reality show. I hate that after all this time, this is what his second reality show, because they did that other reality show, Kingdom. I hate that after all this time, they've made no strides, or at least not enough strides for them to have to be able to avoid to do some shit like this. But also, it's fuck Cube all day long. Like, really and truly, Cube lost their favor with me when they started playing games with Beast. When they started playing games with Beast and trying to make it seem like it was one person's fault that Beast wasn't doing well, I was like, okay, I'm gone. This is it for me. This is it for me. So yeah, when it comes down to it, I'm just like, I hate that he's having to do this, especially because he is a 28-year-old trainee. Like, that shit's wild. That shit is wild. But this is Cube, and Cube doesn't know how to promote anymore. Cube doesn't know how to foster wellness in their groups. Cube has lost the plot. So, you know, welcome to being another TS Entertainment Cube. I'm trying to think if there's anything else in K-pop that I really want to talk about. Not much. We have the SM New Year's concert coming up, so that's exciting. I don't know who's gonna be watching it, but I'm probably gonna be on Twitter live tweeting about it because it is my favorite New Year holiday tradition. Um, we have got Taemin getting out of the military soon. He put an announcement on his Instagram about a week ago saying that he had 100 days left. So that's really, really nice, even though a lot of people were speculating that it's not that he has 100 days left, it's that it's going to be 100 days until Shiny's comeback. I don't necessarily believe that, because I still think that they kind of need to do a little bit more for him to be ready to dance the way he normally dances, but that's just my thought. I think it's for his enlistment term. Also, his cat looks crazy cute. She's so adorable. And just overall, 2022 for K-pop this year has been weird for me, to be honest with you. Like, this was definitely a year where I felt like in a lot of ways I regressed as a K-pop fan. Like, I definitely started looking at K-pop more as a spectator than as a fan, because I really didn't get into a lot of the behind the scenes stuff. I really didn't delve into a lot of like the extraneous stuff, like award show performances, stuff like that. I really was kind of like, if I hear a song I like that song. If something catches my eye, I might pay attention, but for the most part I really don't know who's doing what, when, where, why, and how. And so, yeah, this is a weird year, because it's a year where I feel like I can't really talk about a lot of what happened with K-pop in terms of the newer groups, because I just don't know them like that. And I really did try. Like, I bought New Jeans' album, so I did try. But yeah, outside of Stacy and New Jeans, I don't think there were any other like younger groups that I really got behind. And I know a lot of people are like, "What about IVE?" No, I'm sorry, didn't do it for me. So yeah, that's kind of where it is. Ooh, Sarah says K-Drama Land has exploded with the Song Joong Ki news. Is it the news of him dating a white woman? Because if they're exploding behind that news, I guess. I mean, I could see where it would kind of set a precedent. Like, there's not a lot of like superstar Korean actors who decide to date white women. Like, that's just not a thing most of the time. Uh, but you know what? It's a new day, and a lot of these half white, half Korean children are becoming new idols, new models, new actresses, and they're getting a lot of positive marketing. So there's some people who might be planning for the future, and be like, I want to have a biracial child who might be born with more white features so that they can be a celebrity too. I mean, who knows? Speaking of half white people and going back to the YG story, where the fuck is Somi? What is that girl doing? Like, seriously, what is she doing? What is she doing? What has her 2022 been like? And yeah, when is Zion T gonna put out another album? It's been a while, friend. I need an album. I don't want a single. I want an album. But yeah, that's all I have to say right now. I'm glad we had this time to chat. For the people who care, I hope you go back and you listen to about the 12-minute mark of this video. For the people who care, who are from the United States. But overall, yeah, death to YG, long live YG. Honestly, death to YG, long live YG. I feel bad seeing things happen the way it happened, because there was such a time when I loved that label's artists, and now like Blackpink and Treasure are keeping the doors open around there. Really and truly, Blackpink and Treasure are keeping the doors open, and they can't even keep Treasure together. They lost two members already. So yeah. Good luck and God bless. I'll talk to you all later. Bye.